Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad RIDZUAN bin HAMID and I am from Bachelor Landscape Architecture 248. I am from UITM Puncak and I would like to present about my site area, which is Sungai Kelang. So for the introduction, Sungai is a stream in Malaysia. Sungai is situated nearby to the Port Klang commuter station and east of Tanjung Sungai Agas, with the critical issue on pollution at Sungai because of the place near with the industry factory. And for the objective number 1, enhance the water quality to the benefit of plant and inject the treatment of reduce the pollution. And the second one is to perform a approach that can improve the fisherman area, that can contribute to the local economic growth and increase the area riverfront image. On the third one, to create a new habitat for the wildlife by repairing the replanting wetland, forest land and other habitat for a functioning ecosystem, which is from these three objectives I try to make the move by improve every space on Sungai for the concept, I use the revitalizing, the essence of Sungai which is, the Sungai is one of the faces a polluted river. So I try to revitalize the existing river to make to improve the water quality. So basically what I try to do is like I try to recreate or try to rebrand the Sungai to hook or to show, to bold the character or uplift the character of the space in every checkpoint that I design. For the aim, to revitalizing the Sungai water quality at the river area for local fishermen and community, with anchoring the essence of Sungai as a new attraction nodes. And for the objective number 1, enhance the water quality to the benefit of plant and inject the treatment of reduce the pollution. And the second one is to perform a approach that can improve the fisherman area, that can contribute to the local economic growth and increase the area riverfront image. On the third one, to create a new habitat for the wildlife by repairing the replanting wetland, forest land and other habitat for a functioning ecosystem, which is from these three objectives I try to make the move by improve every space on Sungai ecosystem services. The first one is provisional services, the benefit that can extract from nature, which the fisherman activity and the green garden community at our timber, and at the same time to create a livable community. The second ecosystem services is cultural services. By approach a new connection, also giving a contribution to help the community within spiritual place and mental health benefit at the recreational area, which is along the connection I try to put I reserve one of the intersection to connect between two areas together, so that one of the function of the space to giving some sense of place to the community. So the third one is regulating services, the benefit provided by ecosystem processes by revitalize Sungai The benefit also can see on the treatment of river to purify the water quality and play a role to storage carbon and reduce the climate change. For the conceptual development, I have categorized I divide by on conceptual diagram. I have on a cultural area, supporting minor nodes, mangrove forest and green buffer and industrial area. How I try to separate by the connection, the existing connection, which is the train road, and another one is like highway, elevated highway. So the Sungai connection also seems like a bit faded, so I try to improve by then, improve the cultural area and try to put the supporting the minor nodes. For the functional diagram, the eco-industrial, I have a green buffer core area, which is the connection, fisherman jetty, mangrove restoration, and green buffer to support the or to purify the area. So the programming diagram, which is we have a protection, eco-industrial, core area, which is connection also, and the linkage, recreational water park, eco-industrial, and in the center the mangrove restoration at the river lane. And also we put the name for the design programming. We have Au Lahapot, Au Samudra, Au Timber, transition checkpoint, floating restaurant, and treatment. Treatment we can see on the I use for word A, B, C, D, E, which is five area that need the treatment. Okay, for the design strategies, water treatment for each stormwater runoff drainage system is an approach to clean and treat water runoff system with the filtration and purification method. So the design approach for the treatment, I have a final stage, middle stage, and first stage, which is the first stage is like E for the filtration process. In between E and A, we have a BCD. For the BCD is a purification process. So you can see you can spot it on at the map. So how I divide by on the process of the method. I use the process to purify the river. So in the between purify and we have a filtration. Before filtration, the first stage is like mostly the water flow, sungai our flow. So the first one is like a filtration process, and the second one is like purification process. Need to go through on a three stormwater runoff, which is the BCD. So after BCD, we have a A. For A, we have that on filtration process. So move to the design approach connection to improve the connectivity at this area by linking the nodes and new attraction that will be introduced at this Sungai Au. So the necessary activity for 1, 2, 3, which is we have a 3 road. First road is Au 1, second road is Au 2, and third road is Au 3. So the necessary activity, I try to what kind of the activity that I spot in area number 1, area number 2, and area number 3, which is the necessary activity. So the area number 4 and 5, I try to inject the element of social and optional activity to support the element of this side area. So we know that how people can come, and one of the attraction that we can spot. So the third one is area number 6, which is we have the necessary activity, which is a jetty, fisherman jetty. So another one is like improve the jetty, enhancing the jetty and rebrand the name of identity to be catchy. Also to change the economy rural growth for nelayan at the Sungai Au. One of the good things is like I try to promote their local activity, which is the stimulate the local economic development and focusing to upgrade a new source of income by giving a jetty for a local community. So on the treatment, which is this treatment for the A and B, which is at the Sungai, for Sungai Au at Awang. So the treatment for section A and section B more into the filter and purify the pollution to improve the water quality. So on the water activities, which is we try to integrate also the kayak activity that have been introduced to make people explore along the Sungai Au and have a few attractions that can be explored. Like we can see that when we introduce the kayaking, one of the good things is like people know that at the same time we educate people about the benefit of wetland, benefit of flooding wetland also. So at the same time on the online platform, which is I introduced iDagang on online platform, which is introduce a modern technology platform for a local fishermen to generate more income, and buyers need to increase their economics. From the several tree, one of the research found out which is from the several tree, this is the tree that hide to absorb the pollution index, high pollution index. So I introduced this for the reason that I introduced this kind of the tree, which is we know the Sungai Au surrounded with the industry. So one of the good thing is like I try to bring this together to support the one of the, at the same time the plants can help to absorb all the chemical or one of the pollution that caused from the industry. So on the shrub, which is I use a native plant species to help to provide a shelter and for food for wildlife. And also when we speak about phytoremediation, one of the method that I use is like to clean up the water and also the air purification that I mentioned before this, and all those at the same time is like a filtration to the river. So to filter the pollution that from the at the river, I use a Typa latifolia, Chinese water, chestnut, Nilumbo nucifera, Centella asiatica, Barisca junica, Telespa juricin, Insunerodus cordifolius, Patidiria cordata. One of the, this is the several tree I use for my phytoremediation. So by revitalizing the Sungai Au method selection, which is by using the phytoremediation plant technology, it can help to minimize the concentration of hazardous effect of toxin in the environment. Also the implementation at the Sungai Au river to treat the affected water quality. So another that is like to plant the vegetation and tree species that able to absorb the metal and toxin in reduce the mobility migration potential contaminant in soil. So in a conclusion, by a few strategies and approach, Sungai Au have a potential to be more sustainable and more livable, also can improve the habitat degradation and water quality at this area by following the strategy, also to enhance the economic local community. Other than that, it so uplift the spirit of a place at the Sungai Au by introduce all the new attraction, one of the connection and new notes. It will be a successful place for us to enjoying to sit and enjoying the place of Sungai Au. That's all from me. Thank you.